Welcome to Master Mathematics in Minutes. Today's topic is matrix addition and subtraction. We'll cover a couple of examples on how we add and subtract matrices. And we'll conclude the topic with a summary. And finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So we can add or subtract matrices of the same order with m rows and n columns by adding or subtracting the corresponding elements. We'll consider this visually. So consider the matrices A and B with the same order, with 2 rows and 2 columns. With matrix A with entries A, B, C, D, and matrix B with entries E, F, G, H. So we can calculate A plus B and A minus B. So looking at A plus B, we'll sum the first entry of matrix A and the first entry of matrix B. So A plus E, that gives us A plus E as the first entry in the combined matrix. And for the second entry, we have C plus G, and so on. And to find A minus B, we'll subtract the corresponding elements. So for the first entry, we have A minus E, and for the second entry, we have C minus G, and so on. So that's how you add and subtract matrices. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. So in the first example, we're asked to sum two matrices, A and B. And they both have 2 rows and 2 columns, so they're of the same order. So A plus B, for the first entry we have 2, plus the first entry of B, which is 8. And that simplifies to 10. And for the second entry we have 7, plus 21, and that simplifies to 28, and so on. So this is the combined matrix of A plus B. So in the second example, we're asked to subtract the following matrices. Now these matrices both have 2 rows and 3 columns. So A minus B, for the first entry, we'll take the first entry of A, which is 9, minus the first entry of B, which is 6, and that gives us 3. And for the second entry, we have the second entry of A, which is 5, minus the second entry of B, which is 3, and that simplifies to 2, and so on. So that is the combined A minus B matrix. And in the third example, we're asked to find A plus B minus C. So all of these matrices have the same order. They all have 3 rows and 3 columns. So to find the combined matrix, we will take the first entry of A as 1, and because we're adding B, we'll plus the first entry of B as 45. And because we're subtracting C, we'll subtract the first entry of C as 1. And that simplifies to 45. For the second entry, we'll take 21 for matrix A. And again, because we're adding B, we'll add 88. And we're subtracting C, so we'll minus 1 from the second entry of matrix C. And that simplifies to 108. So we'll cover the third example, 5 for matrix A, plus 90 for matrix B, minus 1 for matrix C, and that gives us 94. And by following the same approach, you will be able to obtain the entire matrix of A plus B minus C. So the fourth example is where we're asked to find A plus B minus C. And all of these matrices have the same order. They all have 3 rows and 2 columns. And so A plus B minus C, we can find the first entry by taking the first entry of A, which is 15, plus the first entry of B, which is 40, and minus the first entry of C, which is 10. And that simplifies to 45. And for the second entry, we'll take the second entry of A, 18, plus the second entry of B, 80, minus the second entry of C, which is 10. And that simplifies to 88. And by following the same approach, we're able to obtain the combined matrix of A plus B minus C. So in the final example, we're asked to find A plus B. So matrix A has 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 2 columns, 1, 2. But matrix B has 2 rows, 1, 2, and 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. And so the order of matrix A is 3 times 2. And the order of matrix B is 2 times 3. And so A and B do not have the same order. And therefore, we're unable to add these matrices. To summarize, we can add 2 matrices by summing the corresponding elements in each matrix. And to subtract 2 matrices, we're able to subtract the 2 corresponding elements in each matrix. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics in Minutes.